Get ready for high-octane action as we dive into the latest NBA playoff intensity. We are tracking the absolute best betting opportunities today with expert predictions from DraftKings analysts to help you navigate the loaded Tuesday slate. Whether you are looking for top player props or high-stakes game picks, our crew has done the homework so you can get the edge you need to win.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The pressure is mounting in the Eastern Conference as the Philadelphia 76ers look to bounce back after a tough opening game against the Boston Celtics. Head coach Nick Nurse has made it clear that superstar guard Tyrese Maxey needs to be more aggressive and raise his shot volume to keep pace with the elite Boston defense. Can the 76ers adjust their strategy and find the rhythm they desperately need to stay competitive in this series? The answer arrived in a massive way during Game 2, as Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe completely electrified the floor to lead the Philadelphia 76ers to a statement 111-97 victory over the Boston Celtics. Maxey even capped off the night with a signature ankle breaker against Max Shulga that left the crowd stunned. With Joel Embiid still sidelined, this dynamic backcourt duo is officially putting the entire league on notice. It is officially a series again, as VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey have clawed back home court advantage for the Philadelphia 76ers by stunning the Boston Celtics on their own turf. While Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum put up a fight for Boston, the collective scoring depth of Philadelphia proved to be the deciding factor heading into Friday's Game 3. If you want to stay on top of every play and every update, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of our coverage. Ready to turn tonight's hardwood action into some serious betting momentum? Welcome back to the channel, where we break down the most calculated moves for this Tuesday, April 21st, slate. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and things are getting spicy, so let's get right into the expert analysis. Today, we're looking at a stacked lineup of insights straight from the DraftKings Sportsbook crew. We have Brian breaking down those high-stakes player props that could make or break your night, while Alex is diving deep into the marquee matchup between the Celtics and the 76ers. Plus, if you're looking for value in the secondary markets, Griffin has a detailed look at Game 2 between the Trail Blazers and the Spurs that you definitely don't want to miss. Now, a quick reminder for the sharps in the audience. These picks represent the analysis of our experts, but betting is never a guarantee. Use these insights to supplement your own research, keep a cool head, and always bet within your means. Even the pros have bad nights, so treat every wager as a calculated risk rather than a sure thing. If you want to see the full, deep dive breakdowns for each of these games, click the links in the description below to head over to the DraftKings Sports Betting Picks page. And if you're ready to put this research into action, sign up for DraftKings today and claim your spot in the game. Who are you backing on the court tonight? Drop a comment below with your favorite lock of the night, and don't forget to like and subscribe for daily expert updates. After all, in the fast-paced world of NBA betting, the only thing more dangerous than a hot hand is an uninformed one, so stay sharp and enjoy the games. Can the Philadelphia 76ers actually challenge the Boston Celtics, or are they already running out of time? When you look at the series opener, it's clear the Sixers have a major problem. Tyrese Maxey just isn't doing enough. Maxey dropped 21 points in Game 1, which sounds fine on paper, but when you compare that to his stellar 28-point regular season average, it's a drop-off they simply cannot afford in a blowout 123-91 loss. Nick Nurse, with that familiar, weary smile he's been wearing all season, basically repeated the same mantra he's been giving for 2 years. Maxey has to be more aggressive. He needs to hunt his shots, whether that's in transition, off the dribble, or even turning to more unconventional looks. The reality is, when your star guard isn't hunting buckets, the whole offense stalls. On the other side of the ball, Joe Mazzulla's Celtics are doing exactly what they need to do, playing 5-on-1 defense. They aren't trying to shut Maxey down with just one guy. They're rotating length, from Derek White to Jason Tatum, to make every single dribble a nightmare. It's a collective defensive effort that forces the Sixers into stagnant basketball. And frankly, that 4 for 23 shooting from deep is a statistic that screams collapse. Nurse is right. It's not just a tweak here or there. The Sixers need to be better everywhere, especially in transition defense where they've been getting torched. As we watch the rest of the league, with teams like the Timberwolves pulling off massive upsets, the lesson for Boston is clear. Stay focused on your own execution. The playoffs are a wild ride, and consistency is the only currency that matters. Will Maxey finally flip the switch, or will the Celtics turn this into a quick exit for Philly? Let me know your take in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the breakdown, and make sure you're subscribed for all the latest hoops drama. Remember, in this league, if you aren't evolving, you're already fading. Stop what you're doing, because the Philadelphia 76ers just sent a massive wake-up call to the TD Garden faithful. In a pivotal Game 2 matchup that silenced the Boston crowd, the Sixers didn't just win. They made a statement, taking down the Celtics 111-97 to knot this series at 1 apiece. And they did it all without their superstar, Joel Embiid. With Embiid still sidelined recovering from an emergency appendectomy, the narrative was supposed to be about a blowout. Instead, we got a masterclass in heart and hustle from the dynamic backcourt duo of Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey. These two were absolute monsters on the floor. Edgecombe dropped 30 points and grabbed 10 boards, while Maxey chipped in 29 points and 9 assists. They were the engine of this offense, accounting for over half of the team's total shots, and they were relentless. But the moment that will be living on social media highlight reels for years to come, that came with just a minute left on the clock. Maxey completely dismantled Max Shulga, hitting him with a crossover so clean it should have been illegal, leaving the defender scrambling as Maxey iced the game. It was cold, it was ruthless, and it was exactly what the Sixers needed to seal the deal. When the pressure was at its peak in the fourth quarter and Boston looked like they might spark a rally, Philadelphia didn't blink. They ripped off an 11-0 run to bury any hope of a comeback. You have to love the efficiency here. The team shot nearly 48% from the field and capitalized on Boston's 13 turnovers to turn this game into a statement win. Speaking after the buzzer, Maxey kept it real, saying this wasn't just a fluke, but a return to their true identity. He admitted that their Game 1 performance was an aberration, and that tonight they refused to let their shooting struggles dictate their defensive effort. That is the kind of accountability that wins championships. Looking ahead, the question remains, how long can this duo keep it up against the firepower of Tatum and Brown while Embiid is in recovery? We'll find out soon, because the series heads to Xfinity Mobile Arena this Friday for a Game 3 that is guaranteed to be fireworks. Do you think the Sixers can pull off the upset without their MVP, or will Boston regain control? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss a second of our playoff coverage. Remember, in the postseason, heart often outweighs talent, and tonight, Philadelphia showed they have plenty of both. Stop everything, because the narrative of these playoffs just took a wild turn. After the Celtics absolutely dismantled the 76ers in Game 1, the narrative was clear. Boston was a juggernaut destined for the finals. But here is the beauty of the postseason. It only takes one game to flip the script. The Sixers didn't just walk into Boston and compete. They walked into the Lions' den and took control, stealing home court advantage with a massive 111-97 victory. What makes this comeback truly legendary? Joel Embiid is still sidelined recovering from an emergency appendectomy, leaving everyone to wonder who would step up. Enter Tyrese Maxey and Edgecombe. Edgecombe put on an absolute clinic, dropping 30 points and grabbing 10 boards on lights-out shooting, while Maxey played the role of floor general to perfection with 29 points and 9 dimes. When you have two guys playing that level of basketball, you don't just win, you make a statement. On the flip side, Boston looked shaky. Sure, Jaylen Brown was fantastic with 36 points, but when your stars are forced to carry the entire load alone, and Tatum is getting tangled up in foul trouble, you aren't winning a high-stakes series. The Sixers had 5 players in double figures, proving that teamwork still beats raw star power on the biggest stage. As we head back to Philly for the next 2 games, the momentum has shifted entirely into the Sixers' locker room. Can Boston bounce back on the road, or is this the start of a deep Philly run? Hit that subscribe button to keep up with every twist in this series, and remember, in the NBA, a series doesn't really start until the home team loses.